Welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. I'm Papa Pepper. You know, water is one of those things that you cannot have life without. And although it's so readily available around the world, there's so much water out there, the vast majority of it, as is undrinkable. So when Membrane Solutions reached out to us asking if we'd test a couple of their products and see how they did for us, we were absolutely excited about it. We love water purification methods. We love ways that if I encounter something like this, we can hydrate and keep going. I don't like buying bottled water from the store. I don't like water just from the city municipal supplies. I don't mind springs that are clean and ready to go. I don't mind wells that are the same, but most water doesn't come from springs or wells. Most of it is something else. So in this video, we're gonna test out 3 of their products. We're gonna test out this gravity-fed water system. We have a water purification bottle, and then we have the squeeze water system. I'll go through each of them and we'll tell you what we think about them. Stay tuned and see if you can guess which one we're most impressed with. The gravity-fed water system is a great resource. We've used similar things to it before, but here you can take up to 6 liters of water and be able to take it with you and have it either filter through the hose and through the purification straw into something else, or just use it to drink from as need be. They say this thing can filter up to 5,000 liters of water before its life expectancy really runs out. That is absolutely awesome. My son and I were able to grab some very cold water from a local stream and then take it while we were clearing a fence line for a friend and have it there as a hydration station for us. A great way to have water that we can trust, that's cold and refreshing, that's from a local source, but also then that's safe for us to drink. So we really enjoyed this one, look forward to using it in the future, and I'm definitely familiar with the idea and the concept. I think this is a great version of a water purification system. The water filter bottle was another great, easy one to use. Like the other ones, it's designed to be used on fresh water, so you're not looking at, you know, horribly chemically polluted water or salt water, but a freshwater source. We decided to take it down to a local fishing hole that we've spent years fishing at, and we definitely like that area. It was so easy that my children could fill it, assemble it, and use it very easily. I think that we're going to use it a lot on future fishing trips, camping trips, hiking trips. A lot of times we just head down to the lake to go explore something. Here's a great way to just kind of constantly refill. If we're going to be there for a couple hours, normally we would need, you know, some gallons or a whole bunch of water bottles. Here we can just grab this one and keep refilling it right from the source that we're at while we're hiking or fishing or enjoying ourselves. They say it can remove up to 99.99999% of bacteria. We actually left quite a bit of time between testing these and using these water filtration systems and releasing this video, just to vouch for the fact that, you know, we didn't record it one day, get sick the next day right after we put out the video or something like that. We've been healthy ever since, and they say that this one can handle up to 1,500 liters of water over its lifetime. It's definitely going to be something we keep in our kit, keep in our vehicles, and have with us when we want to enjoy time outdoors. One option I really like is these pouches. These squeeze water systems combine with the filter, and that's going to come in really handy because if you do not have a source of water that you're constantly right on top of, and say like a stream or something like this that you just encounter, that gives you an opportunity to fill up your pouches and then have that water with you and just attach it when you need to drink. Now last year, my son Monster Truck and I went on a 21.8 mile trip down the Buffalo National River. We brought no food and no water, and we had life straws that we used, which is pretty much the same type thing. But the problem was, you know, we didn't have anything to store the water in, so we had to be sucking out of the river. What were 2 of the problems with that?
Well, you were always moving on the water, and whenever you were moving on the water and you got thirsty, you would have to lean over in your kayak and try to suck from in your life straw into the water and lean enough over that you can get to the water, and sometimes you'll get a headache from sucking so hard.
Yeah, sometimes the amount of sucking you have to do can make it difficult. And then like he was saying too, if you're in a kayak or something, leaning over can be dangerous. If I had one of these squeeze water systems, I would just be able to fill that and then have that with me, drink it at my leisure inside my kayak. So that's why these membrane solution squeeze water packs seem like a really good idea. We're gonna try them out now here in the creek.
When you look in here, it doesn't really make you want to drink.
No?
It's kind of full of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some sediment and stuff in it. And one thing we do know about this water is it is super cold like all year round. So on a nice snowy wintry day like this is still going to be refreshing. But during the summer, this would be awesome. And I'll tell you what, I've never drank out of this water. I have my reasons. Now I have the equipment to hopefully enjoy that. I'll tell you what, I thought that this squeeze water system from Membrane Solutions was going to make it a lot easier to drink. It absolutely is, because you can use the force of the squeezing so you're not sucking as hard. Compare this to what we did last year, son. I'll let you operate yourself.
That's way easier.
Way easier?
Yeah.
And how does it taste?
Tastes just like water.
Tastes just like water? Is it nice and cold?
Yeah.
Pinky, you in?
Sure, here you go. Tastes really good.
I think so.
I mean, it tastes like the water that we usually get from just like the well.
Right, from the well or a spring water, yeah. So my two takeaways on this particular product is it's awesome to be able, can you unclip those for me, son? Mm-hmm. To be able to be hiking or something where maybe you're not camping right on the lake. Maybe you're not floating down a river like we were. And you can load up on your water, have this with you, and then as you go throughout the day away from the water source, you can still be able to drink. I absolutely love that. I like that these each have their own little carabanger. Easy to clip on, you know, wear one in each belt loop, give one to each member of your party. A good way to bring some with you. And then also that squeezing action makes it so much easier to drink than some of the water filtration systems we used before in the straw type design. Sometimes you gotta suck so hard it does. It gives you kind of like a headache. And especially when we were going on a survival trip with no food or water, just using those to drink and just trying to catch fish and enjoy the wild edibles, that extra pressure and strain was not helpful. I would have much rather had something like this on that trip. Wouldn't you say, son? Is it gone?
Yeah.
It is gone. It tastes so good though, I think we're going to refill it before we leave.
Here you go.
You want to take that?
That's about full already.
Oh, you put it in your neck?
Yeah, I did. That was good. There we go. Do you want me to drink some?
Do you want to drink some?
This was way easier. It's full.
Awesome.
It's so good. Only a little water. Hold them both. Here. Put them this way more.
No, he's good.
Okay. It's so cold. It's really good. Here, can you handle this for me? We have a pocket. Yeah, we have a pocket.
Max.
For what? Filling it or drinking it?
Wow. The other thing I hadn't thought of That makes it much easier to measure your water intake too if you have them for yourself. Here we're sharing, but with a 22-ounce max on there, it's easier to monitor your water intake, especially in a survival situation or somewhere you want to make sure that you're not getting dehydrated and make sure you're drinking enough water. So good thinking on that. Do you know which one I liked of these best?
What one?
It was this one here. I really thought that was a great design. I like the way it works together. The gravity fed big system is good, the water bottle's good, and these squeeze filters are they make a lot of sense, and it really impressed me, a lot of the things about the design. So we'll have some links in the description. Feel free to check these out. We've used other things like this in the past. These ones are definitely right up there. There's definitely some things I like more about some of the designs than things I've used previously too. So Membrane Solutions, you did a great job here. Thank you so much for letting us test these out. We'll see you next time. Papa out.